Superintendent Jason Kamras says that he has actually set up a makeshift office in the hallway here at George Wythe High School. He says he wants to do so he can personally observe what's going on in the building and to reiterate his expectations about safety to the school administration here.
It's almost like the new norm, because we constantly hearing it.
Tisha Irby says that she's sick of dangerous incidents unfolding at the school where two of her children will attend next year.
Personally, as a parent, I'm tired of hearing it coming from George Wythe.
Police say two students were shot by another student in the parking lot of George Wythe High School last Thursday around noon. While much is still unknown about what led up to it, we are learning more according to an email Superintendent Jason Kamras sent to the school board. His administration determined that one of the injured juvenile students did in fact report to school that day. However, he left the building through a door around 11. That's an hour before he was shot. RPS says the policy is that students under 18 should be released to a parent when they leave.
I feel like how many doors you have, that should be the math of how many staff you need to protect those doors.
In response to the shooting, Kamras says employees are now physically monitoring all 14 banks of doors at Wythe. A school resource officer will now sit in the parking lot near the woods to prevent students from loitering there, and he's proposing new funding for additional staff at Wythe.
We need more bodies, meaning personnel, staff, security officers, police officers, the whole nine, to protect these students.
While Irby supports these measures, she says it should not have taken a shooting to put them into action.
This shouldn't be a wake-up call because we've been having it constantly.
According to emails obtained by Melissa Hippolyte, RPS has been talking about increasing security since the beginning of the school year. Back in October, school board member Stephanie Rizzi sent an email titled "Grave Concern." She said children were congregating in the parking lot and the woods, and that doors were propped open wide with several unsupervised students just standing around. She said, quote, "This is deeply problematic and unacceptable considering the challenges Wythe has been facing regarding security. I wish to see this addressed directly today." Kamras agreed, saying, quote, "Everyone is working incredibly hard to secure Wythe and its many doors, but we have to do better," and he requested a plan ASAP. A security supervisor then said to address safety issues, they need staff to fully maintain all the exits, an ATV for perimeter checks, more support during intake and dismissal, and a presence near the parking lot and the woods. We've asked RPS which actions were taken before the shooting, and we're waiting for a response. Meanwhile, Irby says she hopes the school board will step up.
School board members, these are your school buildings. As me as a parent, the community, we vote you in and we can literally vote you out, but you need to do your job. I know it's overwhelming. You have your other day-to-day jobs, but these students come first.
Now, police have still not released much information about their investigation since the arrest of an 18-year-old student last week. A positive update here, though. Kamras says the student who was critically injured in this shooting is making improvements in his recovery. Here at George Wythe, I'm Tyler Lane, CBS 6 News.